Each week we bring you stories of athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
This week we meet the Mitty soccer player who has been forced to sit out after a mysterious heart attack. But that's still not enough to keep this determined young man away from the sport he loves. Our Therese Vignal has the story.
When you walk into Christian Silveira's room, you quickly learn soccer is not just a game for this 15-year-old. It's a way of life.
I love it. It's like my whole family's into it. If you look around, it's just soccer balls and soccer trophies just everywhere. Saturdays and Mondays, we don't watch football and stuff. We watch soccer.
Nothing could keep Christian from playing the sport he loves until an unthinkable tragedy occurred November 4th, the second day of soccer tryouts for Archbishop Mitty High School.
It was like a lot of just bad circumstances because, first of all, I sprained my ankle the day of tryouts before, so I went and got my ankle taped up. Then, because I was late, I ran all the way to practice. So then I just got my cleats on real quick. Then we ran 2 warm-up laps.
It was during the warm-up laps at tryouts that Christian started to feel pain in his chest. He slowly started to back away from the rest of the team, and he fell right here. That's when he went into cardiac arrest. And luckily, by hitting the bleachers, everyone heard it and knew something had happened.
My friend David and my friend Ryan, they realized that I was knocked out. So both of them started screaming for help.
Tryouts were being held at the field across the street from Mitty High. When the boys screamed for help, every coach at the field, including Santa Clara County paramedic Jason Perez, came sprinting over.
In my experience, I thought, okay, he fell down, he hit his head, and he has a head injury. Never expecting to be a cardiac arrest. That was probably the furthest thing from my mind. But once I got him over and realized that he had no pulse.
Jason's training quickly kicked in. He instructed some of the players to call 911 and to help hold Christian. Jason then went into action, performing CPR on Christian until the paramedics arrived.
You're trained to control your emotions and you're trained to serve the public at all times, whether you're on or off duty. When you have a family member involved, and I consider this a family member, it's a little bit different because it's personal.
Christian was rushed to Kaiser Hospital, enduring 6 hours of surgery to install a defibrillator. During the surgery, doctors ordered a variety of tests to find out what caused a healthy, active 15-year-old to have a heart attack.
No matter how much you prepare yourself to see your child, when I got to first see him, I wasn't prepared to see him incubated and all with all the stuff on him. So it was a tough time.
Since Christian's father has cardiomyopathy, a weakening of the heart muscle or a change in the heart muscle structure, Christian was tested every year to see if he has the gene. Since Christian has never shown any of the signs, his doctors cleared him to play sports.
They don't believe that what happened had anything to do with the gene that he carries because they don't know what caused it, and it could happen again, and all the things that were in alignment on that day may not be there, and he could die. So they said, the responsible thing to do is to put the defibrillator in.
For now, Christian is not allowed to play the game he loves, but that didn't stop Coach Cesar Sanchez from keeping Christian on the team.
He's our team manager. He helps film games. He helps do stats. And he even tries to help out sometimes coaching.
Some people call me a stats boy, and some people say that I film the games, but I like to think of better names. I'm a statistician and a cinematographer.
Christian may not be able to play soccer again, but with his passion for the game, he will always find a way to be involved with the sport he loves. In San Jose, Therese Vignal, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Just a sophomore, Christian is now waiting to see if he can ever play competitive soccer again and how much activity his heart can take. Doctors say they will have more answers over the weeks to come.
That's got to be great news because it must be so frustrating to sit there and have all these questions being asked and no one seems to have any answers. But the one thing he did say is he's ready to try out for volleyball in the spring. So we wish him the best on the hardwood.
He's got baseball in his past too, and his family and the Mitty community has just been awesome. All right, coming up,